Hi, my name is Allison Rosenberg, and I'm the founder and CEO of Posed2. Posed2 is the first game-based AI for smart college match, and we're poised to disrupt the $10 billion annual college recruiting marketplace by reconnecting education and employment using people analytics. I want to take just a couple of minutes to talk to you about how we're doing that, but first let me tell you about how I got here. I call myself a grateful, recovering academic. I was an undergraduate at Berkeley. I got my PhD from Harvard. I've spent the majority of my career as a senior administrator at major campuses, including UNC Chapel Hill, the University of California System Office, and Iowa State University. And I was raised by an academic, and I'm sorry, so I spent my life on higher ed campuses. Higher ed is in my DNA. And the fact of the matter is that if you look at my profile on LinkedIn, you'll probably conclude that I had a fairly successful career. And I want to believe that that's true. But I had a dirty little secret, which was, for most of those years, I was not very happy. It turns out that I'm temperamentally totally unsuited to be an academician. Where on college campuses, decisions are broadly distributed and disruption is a dirty word. So it's no surprise that I ended up in that predicament. My father was a professor, and I was raised with the belief that becoming a professor was the highest career calling. It just didn't suit me, and I never chose it. It was chosen for me. And it was not until I was in Harvard that I began to wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. Now, the good news is that I did discover my career calling, which is a serial entrepreneur, and I made a decision eventually that I was going to go off and start a company that would solve the very problem I had suffered for young people, and hence Posed2 was born. Posed2 offers college to career counseling beginning where kids begin, which is just learning about, exploring, and examining different college and curricula opportunities. We believe that helping young people discover their own strengths and learn a little bit about what makes them tick before they apply to school will empower them to make better decisions about whether and where to apply and what to study once they matriculate. So our game-based solution uses machine learning to surface a player's strengths, identify a small number of viable career paths, explore those opportunities, and ultimately, when they home in on a path that interests them, reverse engineer the college and curricula that are best suited to help them attain their life goals. This is a two-sided market. We're matching consumers and providers of education and training, and we're doing that in a very big opportunity. Every year, 22 million people attend college, and they generate almost $8 billion a year just in the application phase alone. Reverse order here, sorry. And it turns out that 88% of colleges and providers of education are competing for 50% of all students, and they are plowing $10 billion a year into marketing and recruiting students. So Posed2 monetizes both sides of this two-sided market. On the B2C side, the freemium model allows users to play our games and get their psychological reports, but they have to subscribe to access premium features, specifically career recommendations and college match. On the B2B side, we're developing a personalized recruiting platform that allows universities, colleges and universities, to recruit and convert enrollees by featuring their programs and their faculty that are active in the area of interest to the student. So where are we on our journey? Posed2 is a female-founded company led by a very seasoned team of senior executive females. We were participants in Techstars and Y Combinator's pre-accelerators both. Posed2 is proud to have received a Phase 1 SBIR grant, which is $225,000 in non-dilutive support from the National Science Foundation. And for those who don't know, only Phase 1 recipients can compete for Phase 2, which is up to almost $1 million in non-dilutive funding, and we're on track with our proposal right now. We have done very extensive market research and refined our product market fit. And we're currently doing beta testing with our fully featured MVP and preliminary algorithms, and have had over 8,000 users to date with absolutely no marketing spend. Posed2 is on a mission to reconnect education and employment and learning and earning. We're actively seeking partners who want to work with us to expand our psychometric profiling capabilities. But we're most interested, of course, in talking to early stage seed investors, because we're raising our initial private equity round to build out our B2B platform. I'm going to steal a few seconds and see if I can give you just this really quick demo.
She's alive!
Thank you, everybody.